Hello farmers and welcome back to New Hope on Farming Simulator 25. Hello Panther, Kevbot, and Sandrino. Welcome, hope everyone's having a good Thursday so far. I think we're in the middle of harvest. I really didn't have the chance to log in and check what we are doing here, but I do believe that's where we're at. We got some corn here. Where's my combine? Oh, my combine's over there. We'll get that fired up. And I do believe we're also doing poppy and sunflower harvest here today as well. I'm pretty sure if I were to just hit you, you will probably just take right back off. Great. Yep, needs plowing. Lime. Well, I don't know if it needs lime. Well, it says the pH value is bad, so it probably will need some lime. We're going to jump into... Oh, yeah, you. What's the current situation? Where did I leave you? You're empty? Alright, well, we'll get harvesting some poppy then. Is this trailer empty as well? It is. Alright, so I think we cleared out everything at the end of last stream, but let's get hopping to it. Get these harvests done. So one thing we did do in last stream was we put down a vegetable production, and yeah, I need a couple more things to really get that up and going. One of them being we gotta make some pallets. And in the long run, maybe this upcoming winter, we got to put down the paper mill of all things. Go figure, the paper mill. So that's going to cost me like 600 grand for a paper mill. But we are growing trees. We got the sawmill going. We got a carpentry going. But I might want to plant some more trees just to make sure we're ahead of things. I don't want to get behind on that. So hopefully today we'll get the vegetable production, at least something going in there. We should get the pallet production down, because I need at least the pallets to get... I think we can make ketchup. Because we can go ahead and put tomatoes in one of our greenhouses and start making ketchup. I will probably sell the things manually at first. But if it gets to be where we're making too much, maybe I'll put it on selling directly. We'll see how it goes. I am down to 5,000, but... we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Make money, spend money. Money in the bank account doesn't earn you anything. Hello, Miles. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Did I get all the crop down over the hill? Let's see here. Yes, I did. So I'm just focusing on this. And once the John Deere is done here, I'll get it on over to doing some sunflowers. I think my combine's pulling over. Yes, you are. So let's go ahead and enter here, and we'll go empty out the John Deere. So this field needs plowing. It needs to be lime spread. I'll probably have to wait until November where I got a little bit more money. Although lime's not expensive. Seeing I only got under 5 grand, I don't want to be buying lime right now. Pour it on in. Hello, farmer. How you been? Hope you're having a good Thursday. You're bad at managing your money in-game. I mean, it's kind of easy in some ways. Well, I shouldn't say in some ways. It's easy to make money in Farm Sim 25. At least I think it is. That's why I always play on hard economy. Can we back up to 942? There's a lot of grain behind it. My worker couldn't wait to get going there. I think I got enough room for another combine load in here, and whatever the combine has left over, it'll be good. Hello, Crow Daddy. Hope you're having a good Thursday as well. Let me get back into you. Is my... Oh, my side panel won't work because I'm on the wrong... Gotta be on the combine to lift up the header. So, of course, the poppy, we're not doing any with the poppy other than harvesting it and selling it in February/March because that's the time to sell it. Actually, Crow Daddy, I think I said I hope you're having a good Thursday, but for you, Crow Daddy, it's Friday, so an early Friday for you. Been playing on hard since mid FS22. The only thing that matters, farmer, is that you're having a blast playing the game. It doesn't matter if you're managing money good, bad, buying some weird stuff. The whole point is just to have fun with it. Kind of want to get this edge of the field kind of taken care of before I get my worker into the sunflower field. So the pallet production is going to be placed up by the vegetable production because, well, I need to move the pallets over. I mean, I guess I could put them on distribute, so I guess it wouldn't matter if I put the pallet production down south. But the one thing I shouldn't say down south, that would be actually towards the east by the village. But I got to make sure I got room behind the carpentry and post office to put down the paper mill, because that thing looks kind of huge. I'm not sure how big the pallet production actually is. Am I going to make it to the end of this row before I fill up? Just barely, I think. Well, if you're like me, farmer, I mean, I do build my own farms as well. I would say 8 times out of 10, I'm not happy with sometimes the way my farm looks. I always I'm okay with it, but sometimes I'm just thinking, there's something missing about it, or something I did not build correctly, or the layout does not look good to me. Crow Daddy, I did try. There was a demo out like a year ago. I did a video on it. I'm not sure if the demo's the same or not. I'm just waiting for a little bit more to come out on that game before I look into it. How are you doing? You're almost full. So come on, 942. You got this. This is why I may want to trade you in for your bigger brother, the 1050. I mean, like the farmyard I'm building here, I think it looks okay. Of course, we're still playing here, but I don't think you ever get probably the farmyard the way you would like to have it. Come on, get up that hill, 942. We're struggling. Now, in last stream on Tuesday, when the Mercedes DLC came out, I did buy myself a truck and a trailer, but as I learned, driving your semi-truck into the field, an FS25 is not the best thing to be doing. I'm going to fill up before we finish up this field. I forgot how much this holds. I thought it held 63,000 for some reason, but nope, just shy of 61,000. Yeah, so if you missed Tuesday's stream, you missed quite a bit of new things added to the farm, and some of the farmyard has been shifted around. I wouldn't say I had heaps of money, Crow Daddy. I think I had like a couple $100 grand, but in Farming Simulator, a couple $100 grand is not that much. Well, for starters, we got ourselves the semi, the Mercedes, which got released on Tuesday. So we got ourselves our Mercedes truck, and we also got our semi-trailer. So I want to say that was like $250,000. We also got ourselves a vegetable production, which cost us money. I don't remember how much that was. And of course, I really am not selling anything because it's harvest time, and harvest season is not the time to be selling things because you don't really get a really good price on stuff. How much corn is left in that harvester? Like 1,000 liters, if that. Hello, Patrick. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Never drive truck in your fields. Always have a grain cart. Well, all the way up to FS25, I usually drove my semi into the field because it didn't really hurt it at all. But with ground deformation, it seems the semis don't react too well to... Oh, wow, 200 liters? I am not going to bother with the 200 liters. Nope, don't unfold yet. You got sunflowers to go take care of. And I'm not worried about a little bit of corn that's left here either. Oh, the combine got folded up too, huh? Unfold. Alright, let's get ourselves a worker. Headlands, 2 headlands is fine. 12 meter, 5 meter overlap. Sorry, 5% overlap. Alright, we're good. And you can get going there. I'll probably... It's only 200 liters, but I don't know if it's like a baler. If I drive up, I don't think the combine's going to unload because I do have crop in here. So I'll have to go dump this 200 liters into the silo. Hello, Thomas. How you doing for a Thursday? And Patrick, I can't remember if I said hello to you, but welcome. Did I get rid of those extra keys? No, I have. I was going to wait a little bit before I was going to bring up the keys. Make sure some people could wander in. I'm down to 2 keys now. I never thought it'd be this hard to give away keys to Farming Simulator 25. As it has been. I thought when I started doing this a couple weeks ago, I figured these keys are going to go by quickly. But I'm down to 2 keys left. So, since it was brought up by Crow Daddy. I do have two keys for PC/Mac. It's the base game key along with the Season 1 pass. So if you don't have Farming Simulator 25 on PC and you want to get your hands on a key, I got two keys left. And you need to message me on Discord so I can give you the key. And you can see my Discord channel in the description below. It should be the first thing that you see in the description is my Discord channel. Just send me a DM on Discord. Like I said, I got two keys left. So I'll look at the timestamps as DMs come in. And the first two that message me and have PC and don't have the game. Again, I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to give it to people that don't have the game. You can get yourself Farming Simulator 25 along with the Season 1 pass. I think most people have it already if they wanted it. Well, some people just can't afford to spend that much money on a game either. But I think overall, it was like 20 or 25 keys I have given away. So I'm down to my last two. But it's not only that. The other issue is the keys are only available for PC and Mac. I don't have access for key codes on console. So anyone that plays on PS5 or Xbox, I can't give them keys. I don't have access to that. You put a coffee production in. If it's the same coffee production I use in FS25, I hope the XML files have been swapped around a bit. Because making the raw coffee beans in the greenhouse, they were worth more before you roasted them in a coffee production building. I thought this series was going to be... I'm trying both on both series I'm doing here on New Hope and Shamburgo. I'm trying to reduce the amount of production buildings I use. But sometimes new production buildings come up and like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And I like showing off production buildings or anything basically in the game. Because maybe, you know, maybe some people don't know about it and would like to get their hands on a different kind of production. I don't tend to reuse productions over and over unless it's something I really need. Have I got any more of the new fishing DLC? No, I do not. The only two keys I got left are for the base game a lot. Well, if you get one of the two keys, you get the season pass, which includes the Highland Fishing DLC that comes out in a couple months. So when they get the key for that, they're going to get everything that gets released in the Season 1 pass. It's like you, Crow Daddy, when I gave you the key, when the Highland Fishing DLC comes out, you'll get that, because that's part of the Season 1 pass. You just gotta wait until November to get it, that's all. So yeah, once we finish up these two harvests, I gotta take a look at our production buildings, our animals, just to make sure, because I don't quite remember where everything left off at the end of the last stream. I think the Highland Fishing DLC is supposed to get released on the 4th of November. It's early November. That's all I know at this point. I'm going to go empty out the John Deere, because I'm pretty sure that is close to being full. Speaking of, as I said that, it needs to be unloaded. Sunflowers, I gotta see about the sunflowers. Kind of have a look at the recipe again inside the vegetable production. I think one of the recipes does call for sunflower oil. But I'm not sure if I want to put down an oil production. I guess I could put down one of the smaller ones. I don't know if I even activated that. Kind of like what I used on Dark Forest and Fresh Stocks. Alright, let's get back into the cloths. I think the pH value looked pretty bad in this field too. Thought I just put lime down in these fields. Okay, pH value said good there. I thought it said bad over here. No, it's good. Weather's looking good for the rest of October, so we should get these harvests done. No rain in the forecast. So I have to get a worker to put some lime down in the cornfield behind us before I plow it. Hello, Crystal. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Your cleaning still be lurking. I'll give you my address. My house needs a good once-over. I'll be giving my entire house a good once-over. Once the weather gets cold enough, I start closing up the windows. I give everything a good dusting, a cleaning. Hard to keep your house completely dust-free when you live on a dirt road. So yeah, we don't have to worry about any fall planting. All the planting we do in our fields is in the springtime. So after harvest, we just got to make sure that the fields don't need any soil sampling, that they are lined and ready to go. So is the new Mercedes DLC in the first year pack? Should be. Because the Season 1 pass should include all DLCs. Because I didn't have to purchase it when it came out. It was already in my library. You may have to go back to Giants and download it. Well, I think we'll get the rest in the trailer, then I can bring whatever left in the field is going to be in the combine. Can empty out into the silo. Doing just that. Is that the new one? Well, I mean, it just came out on Tuesday, so I'm pretty sure your Giants will be giving you the right patch. It's not gonna, they're not going to give you an old patch. I just go in and download. That's all I do. I really don't look at the patch numbers too much when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I don't think for the farm, currently what my future plans are for the farm, I don't think I need another a combine like this, but if we get into the veggies, of course, I'll have to buy each individual combine for that. Again, I haven't done the green beans, spinach, and peas since Riverbend, so it's been about a half a year since I've done those type of crops. But now with the veggie production building we got down, we can go ahead and do that. But of course, there's a lot of things I need to get up and running before we can buy those harvesters. Unless I have the money at the time if one comes up for sale. That would be the ideal thing. On their download page, the Mercedes-Benz pack, not the first download, New Holland, is Well, weren't you having a problem downloading the New Holland when I gave you the key? So maybe it hasn't been installed yet? And now maybe it is? Either way, I hope you've been having fun with playing FS25. The other combine needs to be unloaded. I'll be over in a minute, Frank. Just hang on a second. Oh yeah, just a reminder, I did release an episode of Shamburgo yesterday. I think that series will make some progress in this farming season. Another map I'm trying to kind of go slow paced at. Although some think my other series are slow anyways. Yeah, if you want fast-paced series, you need to watch someone probably like Daggerwin, that usually plays on. I think mostly he plays. Last I knew, he played mostly on easy, maybe normal economy. So the money's going to be coming in rather quick. Oh, that's right. I need to unload. Oh, there's my John Deere up on the other side. My series usually goes usually 50 episodes. But most of the time it gets up near 100 episodes on a map. And I think we're only like at episode 20 on Shamburgo. Back into you. I'm almost done here, and the John Deere is just about done. Oh, wait, the John Deere is going to move. Yep, kind of forgot about that. We're not at the end of the row. John Deere is going to start. He started to unload. I'm like, all right, let's roll, and I was not there to roll with him. I got to get to the end of the row before he actually comes to a complete stop. I can change that in the settings, but I do like doing it this way, harvesting on the go. I just had a huge brain fart there. Waiting for the crop to get all the way empty, but once it is, the worker should go anyways. I just want to move my tractor just to be sure that we're not going to be in the way, and we should not be. Ah, yes, the slight row of shame. I always get in this field. Yeah, I don't need to make a whole lot of pallets for the vegetable factory. I think it only holds like 250 liters of pallets, but until I put the pallet production down, I'm not really sure how fast it makes it either. Oh yes, and also at the same time, once I get a little bit more money, I gotta start building more constructible houses. We finished our first house in Tuesday's stream. So we might even get to do some landscaping over there to start making the house look like a home. I mean, it is a home. And again, we're just doing it for role-playing purposes of trying to build a community up here in New Hope. Alright, so harvest is done with this combine, so let's go ahead and unfold the header. Let's go and load the poppy into the silo. We'll give the header and the combine a wash. So we can put this stuff away until about next July. That was a fast install. Well, the DLC is not that big. It's like 100 megabits or something like that. 150, maybe 300. My days of looking at how big the files are now are long gone with my fiber internet. 'Cause I used to care about that stuff. Like, how long is that going to take to download? Now with fiber internet, I'm just like, whatever. Fold up the combine. Our 6,900. I think this is the second year we've had this now. We did buy this one brand new. The X9 John Deere we bought used on day one. It was like 55% off. That's good enough. And yeah, at some point, we are going to need some more sheds here. I don't like really parking my combines in here too much. Let's see here. Let's get into the Deutz. Unload this. We'll put the trailer away. We'll grab... maybe the Breedle spreader's full of lime. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the Mercedes DLC is more than 800 kilobits. Alright, let's see how much, now that all the poppy is going to be inside the silo. Let's just have a quick look to see. Poppy, we got 97,000. $97,000 worth of poppy that we just harvested in that one field. Actually, before I put this trailer away, how are the chickens looking? Because I would have to bring down... Yeah, they're good for another month. So we'll put the trailer away for now. Although I am going to bury my soil sampler, but like I just said, gotta feed the chickens next month. So the trailer will be back out. A little bit further back. Oh, she is pretty much out of line. I'm pretty much out of money, but I think I got enough to fill this up. I think. Hello, Raxamelius. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Appreciate you dropping on in for a bit. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to afford another tank of lime. Before I bring this over here, let me just see... Nope, none of my fields are out of date now. So it should be good. Let's see here. Temporary course. Go that way. 18. 2 headlands, 3% overlap. That's good. That's fine. Oh, so it's 800 meg download. Seems closer to what it should be. You are almost full. Hopefully I can get over there before you get to the end of the row, but I think they're going to start turning. Nope, but she filled up before I could get here. I already have a Mercedes truck on the farm. Bought it on Tuesday. Just want to make sure. I'll show you the truck in just a second. Just want to make sure this empties out. Okay, it's good to go. Mercedes trucks is right here. Now, I will give you a warning. Do not buy, because it's tempting, and Branding Iron pointed it out on Tuesday when I bought it. This truck here, it does have a 5th wheel, but it only attaches to one semi-trailer and one semi-trailer only. So don't buy this truck, because this truck here will do field work because it's got a PTO shaft, hydraulics and all that. But apparently... as we saw, because I tested it out myself after Branding told us that, the only trailer that we'll accept is this one right here. So, and I bought for my trailer, my semi-trailer, I bought, where is it here? I bought this trailer right here for 120,000 liter. And it will not attach to that. It will not attach to a lot of trailers, apparently. I'm out of money. I'm out of money completely. Must be my worker repaired. Probably the Breedle spreader. Alright, well, you know what? Not a problem at all. We will go ahead and enter this vehicle here. We can finish up this harvest. Next thing I'll be selling, I got about $80,000 worth of eggs to sell. Sometime this month or in November. Gotta find that setting in course play to change when they repair stuff. I think they're repairing it way too soon. Which is usually fine. It's like, whatever, yeah, repair the stuff. But not when I don't have that cash flow coming in. Yeah, that's what a corn sunflower header sounds like. Because the connector's too high or low to connect to trailers. Farm Sim is not that detailed. Yeah, I'm not sure why. There's been a couple of community chats going on trying to figure out why it is the way it is. Is it a bug just for that truck? Or did Mercedes want it that way? So usually anytime a game company, let's like just say Giants and Mercedes, when they sign a licensing agreement, sometimes the licensing company like Mercedes would say, this is the way, yeah, well, you can put our stuff in your game, but we want it to be working this way. Like the last time I really kind of talked about it was when ATS came out back in 2016. The only manufacturer we had is Peterbilt and Kenworth when they came out, and it was the new trucks. They didn't have the W900 and all that because Kenworth and Peterbilt, which is the same company, Packard, they wanted to showcase their new trucks, not the old ones. But eventually the W900 made into it, but for the beginning, you could only get the new Kenworths and Peterbilts. That was in the licensing agreement they had with SES. Whoops, my header is still up. As far as I know, this is the base game sound. It's what I kind of remember. I mean, it is a modded header, so maybe the modder changed the sound just a bit. Crow Daddy, usually the way it works is, I mean, the DLC just came out. If they wanted it that way, they would have had their own trailers in the DLC. But who knows? It could be just a bug and a glitch and Giants haven't got around to it. And this will wrap up our harvest for year number 9. We're in year number 9. I think this series here will be the one I've ever played the most years on a save file. Riverbend, we went 12 years, which was... Riverbend, yeah, we went 12 years, which was my longest, as many years as I've ever played on a map. But I feel like this map here, we're gonna push through. Although the first 5 years went relatively quick. So what happens, we don't have that many fields early on to take care of. You're not doing contracts and all that. So we'll give this a good rinse, put this away until next season. We'll see some money coming in here at the top of the hour because my lettuce is being sold. Good and clean. And now the header's good and clean. Actually, let's tab over because that's going to be a heck of a walk. Hey, we went from negative 1,100 up to 29 bucks. We're rich. And with harvest done, I can put the time scale back up to times 6. Not sure where I left it at times 2 for. Maybe just to make sure we got all the harvesting done. Ah, Sam. Hello, Sam. First time I've seen Sam today. He's checking out the new vegetable production. While it's unloading, I'm going to grab this seed pallet, which might be a little bit too heavy, but we're going to bring it on over here. Plop that right there. I might as well give this trailer a good wash. So last year I used this one to deliver crop down to the village, but now I got the Mercedes truck and semi. We'll be using that instead. Yeah, I did buy this crop chaser used, so it's got a good amount of hours on it. I actually bought this Fendt used. I've actually bought a good amount of used stuff for the farm. Just drop that off there. Park the Fendt where it goes, which is in the shed back behind here. Oh, don't apologize to the crop chaser. I got to use a crop chaser in the fields. But it's not going to be running down to the village. Alright, so again, on... First off, let me check the animals. The chickens, they're fine on food for another month. And the horses, yeah, they're out of root crop, which is not that big of a deal. Yeah, they're all fine. In about 4 or 5 more months, so sometime during the end of winter near springtime, I'm going to have to move these horses over to the other pen, so that's good news. For productions, carpentry, we're doing fine. Cement factory, I got to do that. Corn cribs are going to be busy. Vegetables, sorry, the fruit and veggie that's making our lettuce, they're going to need some water. That's not that big of a deal. Wood, that's good for another month. And this is our new production. Yeah, so making bean soup, we need a lot of stuff which we don't have. Beetroot, yeah, not gonna be doing that. Carrots we could, but I gotta start making some pallets. Chili pepper or chili sauce we could, but I gotta make pallets. Chili tomato salad, I could do that, but I got to get some pallets. And then we get into stuff like this, spinach, which I don't have. Not only do I need pallets, but I need carton and paper rolls. French fries, sunflower oil. Ketchup is just tomatoes and water pallets. Yeah, so it's pallets, carrots and peas, pallets, taters, canned corn. So I definitely need pallets. Did I activate for productions the windmills to make oil? Because I don't need a whole lot of it, and those are rather cheap. No, I don't have those active on this series. Maybe I'll activate it next time, and we'll make some sunflower oil. And that way we can make french fries. But I still need the pallet production. Which, by the way, since I'm here, how big is that? Alright, it's not that large. Let's come on down here. I guess I could put that there. And then when it comes to the paper mill is huge, though. Where is that? It's huge and expensive. Okay, so it's not as big as I thought it was. And that's what she said. Alright, so I think I own all this land here, I do believe. Let me go back to farmland. Yeah, I own all that. So I got room for those productions back there. So I think we'll put the paper, not the paper, but the pallet production here. And then that could be just distributed up there. I like to have all my factories down here. The reason why I did not want the vegetable production down there is because I'll have to deliver the vegetables. I don't want to be harvesting here, transporting down there. I'd rather do it just here. Hey Brown, there is no warehouse on this map. And yes, I do know there is a warehouse mod you can get in the mod hub. But we're gonna go ahead and make them on our own. I got the materials. I already got the sawmill and everything, so I got the materials to make it. So might as well go ahead and make it on our own. Yeah, there is no warehouse on this map. Yeah, egg price. Let's see what the egg price is up to, anyways. Eggs, $12.94. All right, so we're still waiting for it to get on up there. Also, while we're around here, so we built one house finally. We finally got one house done. So I gotta put a mailbox down. This house it's getting there, but it's gonna have a few more steps. I'm short long planks. Is my trailer here? Yes, it is. Trailer's right here. Where's that Fent I parked away? But hello, Little Puma and A Brown. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for some farming fun today. Again, if you hear about the keys, I am down to 2 more keys to give away for Farming Simulator 25 for PC only. If you don't have Farming Simulator 25 and you want to get your hands on one of those 2 keys, you got to message me on Discord, and you can find my Discord link in the description below. And again, the reason why I'm doing it on Discord, I can't, unfortunately for YouTube, just to give away keys in the stream, I don't have a way to give you a personal message. So, I'm pretty sure if I were just to paste the codes in chat, they would get used pretty quickly by people, or that the codes would be taken for other uses. So, that's why I give away the codes on Discord. That way I know it's you wanting the key. Hello, John. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Yeah, I got 2 more keys for Farming Simulator 25 base game. It comes also with the Season 1 pass. So it's like an $80 value of a key. I got 2 keys left. Again, you got to message me on Discord. And again, the link to my Discord channel is in the description below. Watch on TV, have to go to the PC to chat. Yeah, a lot of people, when I see it by analytics, a lot of people do watch the streams on TVs. I do the same thing. When I get off here and I put on a stream in the background as I do stuff around the house, I have it on the TV just so I can listen to and maybe watch every once in a while. Do I have a pallet of plank stuff? I do. Yeah. Bring it on over here. And also I'm going by the stone production, or cement production. I'll go ahead and make sure I get the stones in there. Look at all that cement stuff at the cement production. I might want to slow that down again. I know one thing, I'm glad I'm feeling... Tuesday I was not feeling too well during the stream. I was like, I feel good enough to stream. Yesterday is my usual day off from streaming. But if yesterday was a day I was to stream, I wouldn't have, because I felt like total crap yesterday. So I'm glad yesterday was my day off, but today, a whole lot better. Alright, so that'll get us to the next stage on that house. Let's go visit the chickens and load up the eggs, and we'll get ready to sell those. Loads of eggs. And what a mess I've made down here by pushing the eggs aside. I always start out by saying, yep, we're going to use a telehandler to load all this stuff up. And then about 10 streams in, we just start to get way too much stuff to move around with telehandlers and all that. And straight to the autoloader. So, I apologize if you don't like autoloaders, but it gets to the point of, yep, time is money. Not a single broken egg. Well done. These eggs, our chickens are special. They lay hard-boiled eggs. So, yeah, they hardly ever crack. Oh, they might crack, but they're definitely not going to spill anywhere. All right, let me speed up some time because we're waiting for this egg price to get up there, which is going to be around midnight. That's something I wish Giants would try to figure out. It always seems like the best price is always at midnight or around abouts there. Would have taken 30 minutes until they hand that pile. Probably an hour and a half the way I do it. Again, if I wasn't doing content creation and just playing for my own fun, I probably would sit there and do it with a telehandler for 30 minutes. Obviously, when FS25 came out, I was doing a lot of things with the telehandler for quite a while. And I was at the sawmill for quite a long time loading stuff up on Riverbend Springs. Alright, let's see what that egg price is up to after skipping a lot of time here. $13.33. How long have I been playing American Truck Simulator? Since day one. I played Euro Truck Sim before that. But yeah, I've been playing ATS since day one. $13.50 for the eggs. Again, we're going to get roughly... Okay, so I thought it was going to be like 80,000, but it looks like we're going to get somewhere just over 70,000. We are up to 8,400 just by selling lettuce from our greenhouses directly. But when midnight comes, we got our loan payment. It's not what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the egg price to get up there. $13.82 and still climbing. Yep, now I'm down to negative 5,800 from all the property maintenance and loan payment and all that. Eggs, where we at? $13.90 and still going up. Actually, for the first year or two that I played Euro Truck Sim, I played with just on a keyboard. It's not the greatest. But, I mean, it's doable. But definitely a wheel in ATS or Euro Truck Sim or anything like that makes it so much better. Egg price is still going up, so it wasn't at midnight. Hey, we're back above zero in the bank account. Lovely. 13.98. Wait, is the price really actually going down now? I think it's stabilized. Well, we might as well fast forward time until the sun comes up because we got to do some work. You got some work to do. You got 13.97. All right, let's just go ahead and sell these eggs. All right, now let's fast forward time again. And while we're down here, we're going to place our pallet production. We did get about 10,000 in environmental score bonus because of precision farming. Yeah, let's get the sun up so we can kind of see what I'm doing here. Also, while I'm doing this, let's get back, before we get involved in that, let's get back to here. And rehire the worker that was putting lime down before I went broke. Alright, so pallet production. Let's get that down so we can start making some pallets. And start getting the veggie production up and going. Overlaps with another object. I beg to differ. Does it matter where the triggers are? Probably not so much. I think we're just going to pop it in. Wait, what's in the back there? Anything? Oh, the back has a trigger. Alright, I think I'll actually put it in like so. And of course... Oh wait, we're doing asphalt down here, aren't we? Not that asphalt. Not that asphalt. Wait, is it that asphalt? No, it's not that one. Which one is it, darn it? Alright, it's that one right there. Don't really need to get to this section here, I don't think, but there are doors there, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Alright. Productions. Yeah, I'm not going to have any productions on this series, he says, and then we got this. Empty pallet productions. Empty pallet box. Empty pallets. So it needs a wood beam and planks. I think I'm just going to set the planks on distribute for a bit. But the wood beams, I'm going to just bring one over. Because it's one liter of wood beam. Actually, maybe I don't want to put those on distribute. I think storing. I'm going to leave that on storing. I think we'll move them on over. You started playing with the steering wheel? Yeah, steering wheel is just makes driving games that much better. Hello, Jim. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Appreciate you stopping on in. Also, with the new morning, let's go see what this house needs. 2 logs and 4 roof plates. Alright, I'm trying to put everything in my head that I need here. So... let's go gather up some material. One, two, 3, 4. Let's see here. So, I think... Whoop, no, drop it. I'm going to put 2 of those and a wood beam. And what was it? No, that's the wrong buttons. What was it I need? Was it 2 long planks? Yes, 2 long planks. How to reinstall Windows? Have lost my last save on Roadcraft. Save back to kernel for you. Oh, that's got to be a punch in the gut. Why would you had to? Oh, you had to reinstall Windows. You had to do a whole reinstall of Windows. But shouldn't your? Well, I would assume that save should have been on the cloud. So you were like halfway done with Washout Map last time I heard from you, so... I would just take a deep breath and then get back into it when you're ready. Which one is the drop-off? Oh, I don't know which one the drop-off is. Oh, wait, the drop-off is actually over here. Alright, so I want to make sure it only takes what I want to give it, so... yes, you... and you. Alright, so a few things I got to double check on. Empty pallets. So there's empty pallets. Empty pallets. Empty pallets. Empty pallets. Are these all empty pallets? So I don't think there's anything that wants empty pallet boxes. So we're going to activate this, and we're going to also distribute that. So that's going. At least you got the new trucks in the shop? Well, I mean, that's one thing. Also, because I do want to get something started here. So the only thing I need here is tomatoes and water. So we got to get the production water. But let me go ahead and take one of these up here. I can make tomatoes in here, right? Yes, we can. So we're going to turn off the lettuce. And we're going to activate tomatoes. And put those on distributing. Then we're going to go into the vegetable production for ketchup. I will activate that. It just needs water. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Alright, kind of wish I knew that was the drop-off point there, but I guess I could make... heck with it, we're here. Let's do it. Construction, asphalt. Just make a little pathway up to here. Strap those back in. Alright, let's go deliver this up to the house. And then we'll take care of some stuff up at the farmyard that we need to take care of. What steering wheel do you play with? A good old G27. I've had this thing for like 12 years. Yeah, I've had this steering wheel 12 years. I had it before ATS came out. Alright, turn the lights off on that. Drop off that trailer. Alright, let's go up and get our water tanker. We'll top off the greenhouses with water. Probably have to come down and fill it up, and we'll give the vegetable production water. And, yeah, we'll start making some ketchup. Also, I think I'll start making some carrots as well. I think I activated the carrots in the greenhouse. One greenhouse, but definitely don't have enough water to get all these in up here. All right. Some water, please. So November is pretty much just try to get everything taken care of before we get to wintertime, because wintertime, we just like to get on through with it, sell stuff, of course. But I don't want to be driving around too much, because if we get some snow on the ground, sometimes it can be a hassle driving around with snow. Just checking on something here. All right, so I have another person. So I think we're down to one more key to give away. me just go ahead and take care of that. All right, we got water. Yes, we got water. Oh, that one's full. The other one needs to be refilled, but hang on a second. I'm trying to trying to give away another key here. So, of course, now I just got to double check to make sure. Let's see here. S. Alrighty. All right. All right, so down to one more key for the Farming Simulator 25 base game and year pass. All right, so they got all water. Let's go get the water inside the veggie production. And then we got to refill our burrito spreader with some lime. Raxamelius, I have not gone to any yet. I've been invited, but I just haven't gone. Where's my Deutz? Maybe next year I might go, depending on how things kind of go along, but would be kind of nice to meet some of the community managers I've been talking to. Also meeting some other content creators I've talked to quite a bit, and also maybe meeting some of you people that kind of show up every once in a while. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. And Lindsay, welcome as well. Hung up in Roadcraft trying to figure out how to feed the cement factory electricity in the illumination map. Well, you should have gotten a quest from Kelly at some point to give it electricity. Get you back to working there, sir. All right, so Ketchup, we're just waiting for... So we got the water. Yeah, it's just going to be a matter before the pallets and tomatoes get there. Carrots. Where was this carrots? Is carrots just carrots? All right, we'll also activate that. And that's on storing. Carrots is going to be in this one here. And change output to distributing. I could do red beets in here, but I don't want to do too much in here. Although beetroot soup requires the carton and paper rolls. Give you some corn. You just want the little happy corn guy. I can't do corn because I don't have the paper production, so that's gonna be a moment. That costs $525,000 to put that down. We will get there at some point, but not anytime soon. I do want to get the peas and carrots one. I did activate that, right? Empty pallets. I did activate that. Yeah, that is going. That is running. Oh, we got 6 liters there, so that's a start. How many liters is it for a box? 0.18. All right, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. So yes, they need some hay. They probably need some base food and some root crops. So when the Deutz gets done, we will take care of that. Sawmill. I was ready to say, wait, where's the wood? I need some wood in there. So we'll take this. I'll bring it back over to the greenhouses. And we'll go down. We'll have to start cutting down some trees. Get that into the mill. All right, little Puma, enjoy your ATS. And you are welcome. Yeah, I'm down to... Is that not filling? There it goes. I'm down to just one more key. So again, if you are looking to play some Farming Simulator 25 on PC, I got one more key to give away out of the 20 plus keys I've given away so far. Let's go chop down a couple of trees, shall we? Production buildings are great, but once you start getting too many, and I feel like I'm already there, it gets to be of like a production simulator where you just got to make sure everything is going and doing well for you. Was not expecting the vegetable production to have that many things into it, many different recipes, but it's interesting. I just got to go over and grab the winch. Oh yeah, might want to think about, because I have, like I said, I haven't done the paper mill since Silver Run, so I don't know how much wood it goes through. The carpentry doesn't go through that much. Again, I just put the carpentry down to make furniture for the houses. And might as well keep feeding it, sell the furniture, try to get my money back on it, because that costs quite a bit. Hello, Anita. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Are these trees 17.6, not 17.9. You can see the thickness. Thickness matters. Not as thick as it gets. At least for an oak tree. And zip it on down there. Yeah, these trees weigh 0.2 tons more than what the winch can handle. So yeah, we got to cut them in half. Oh, I did not take care of the stump. Slowly but surely, it'll get across. Most of the time, the tree will fall in the direction you're cutting it. Sometimes it'll wobble and maybe fall in the opposite direction. But whatever which way you cut the tree, that's the way it will fall. Oh, I could use some fuel as well. I think I said that before in this tractor. It's getting low-ish. Still got about a third of a tank left. Okay, maybe more like a quarter. Oh yeah, I think I did talk about buying the tree planter so I could just plant the trees whenever we need them. I think I'm a little bit shy on buying that, but I do got stuff at the sawmill I could sell. I currently do not need the stuff that's there. My trailer, I think I left that up at the houses. It's the wrong button. That's the correct button. Uh, my Deutz is... Oh, hitting one too many. Fat fingering buttons everywhere. Where's my Deutz? I went past it. There you are. Let's go ahead and we'll put you... I don't know how bad the other fields are. Let's do some field hopping for a second. This says okay, good, bad, depending where I'm at, I guess. Overall, it's not bad. How is this field? That's the big one. Okay, bad, perfect, okay, bad, perfect. It's everywhere. I think we will just call it good, but what I can do is bring this back. We'll grab the plow, because this is a cornfield. It needs to be torn up. So we'll put the plow on this, and we'll get a worker in here to tear this field up. That way it's ready for planting next year. What's my order for nitrogen? Well, with precision farming, I do it when I direct drill. The direct drill fertilizes as we seed, and with precision farming, one pass is all I do. So when I seed, I fertilize. So that's the only time I fertilize is when we drill. When we drill, we fertilize. I'm done. Easy peasy, nice and easy if you want to do it that way. All right, grab our lovely plow. It's the only plow I pretty much use in Farming Simulator for the past, all the way back to FS19 even, I think. You don't really need the sensors on the tractors. That's never worked. At least I don't see where it makes a darn difference on that. All right, I got to redo the course because it's a different implement. Yeah, that's fine. Generate course. And off to work. All right, back into the fence. Get the trees over. And my score's okay with that. Seems PF likes sprayers and sensors. Well, for like weed control, you will want a sprayer that has see and spot weed spraying. I mean, you can do it with fertilizer too if you want to. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. But as you know, the way I fertilize is just when I plant. As for manure and slurry, with precision farming, you really probably don't want to do it until after you plant the crop. Because if you do it after a harvest and before you plant another crop, it's just going to put a base amount of nitrogen into the ground. The problem that you can have is some crops don't require that much nitrogen, if at all. So in theory, you could over-fertilize your field for your crops. So like soybeans require 0 nitrogen in precision farming. So if you slurry a field and put soybeans in, you've over-fertilized. And your yield will be just a little bit lower than what it should be. We're not talking that much, but it will lower it. You love that plow, run it backwards, so it doesn't matter how much horsepower you got. Well, you need some horsepower. I think you could use a 100 horsepower tractor on the 12 meter wide. But yeah, my precision, my scoring in my fields. Let's see if I go to here. This one says 85. Why did that one not register the nitrogen? I mean, it did register, but why is that at 85? That was sunflowers. Interesting. You can see my score is 99, 99, 98, 98, 96, 99. I mean, you know, farm as you see fit. The only thing that matters with precision farming is make sure your fields are fertilized. They've been lined. That will get registered when you harvest the crop. Use a direct drill or planter to get your tillage score up to 100%. Soil sampling is pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure your soil is sampled. And then for weeds, just make sure you use a See and Spot weed sprayer, and that'll get your weed score up to 100%. And basically you get scores like I got. I mean, put down the nitrogen as you see fit. I mean, if you... I'd say I take the easy way out. I just get my direct drills and planters that fertilize as they plant, and I'm done. So we'll get both of these top half of the trees into the sawmill. What have we got in here? 49. Well, I'll bring the top half of the other tree over here, and when the winter comes, I can just put it on in here. Yeah, if you hoe your weeds, your weed score is not gonna be as good as See and Spot weed spraying. Boy, this does look like a typical November day. The way it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's dark, but it seems a little... You just know winter's here by the looks of this November day. Alright, Roxamelius, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and hopefully we'll see you again sometime soon. We'll go up and grab our dolly trailer. We'll come down and grab some of the stuff out of the sawmill. We'll sell that. And then I think I'm going to buy the tree planter so I can get some more of these saplings into the ground. I don't think I'm short on trees by any means, but I just want to make sure. And that planter is only like 28,000. And again, down to my last Farming Simulator 25 key to give away on PC. So if you're interested, oh, that's right, dummy. You said you didn't have room, and you tried to make it accept. I have one more Farming Simulator 25 key for base game, along with the Season 1 pass for PC. I got one key left. And the way to get it is to message me on Discord. Link in description below to my Discord channel to find me. And yeah, first one to message me that wants the key gets the last one. We're talking about Branding's favorite subject, precision farming. It is very hard to get a negative score in precision farming, even if you don't do all the things that it wants you to do. So with all the cement products I got now, before I didn't have enough, I was constantly waiting for the cement productions. And now we got loads of cement stuff over there. All right, those long planks I'm going to leave over there. Sneak our way through the sawmill. No, don't tip over. Luckily, these bushes I can drive through. All right, a little bit more cash in the bank account, which is good to see. I have not checked, but I wonder what's in the sale page. Well, if the oak trees were something I could cut with a tree harvester, that could be something I get involved with. I mean, I got a semi-truck now. But let's go into here and let's grab... Where is it? Tree planters is 28,000? All right, 27.5. I was close enough. Surprised I haven't gotten the new tractor that you can put 2 winches on the back. What do you mean by new tractor? Are you talking about one of the Mercedes tractors? Or just get a new tractor in general? Alright, I got plenty of saplings. That's not an issue over here. I think I got about 80 saplings left on here. I think. How many do we got? 87. Gonna have a different auto loader in Riverbend Springs. Well, the universal auto loading mod, that can be used on a whole bunch of different type of base game trailers. So, yeah, I was using the semi trailer, I think, near the end of Riverbend Springs. At least I would have thought I would have, because we had a lot of stuff to move. So that was 12 trees right there I just planted. So in about 2 years' time, these saplings I'm putting in will be full grown. Alright, so now at least with the tree planter, we can plant them when needed. Just plop that right there. So 35,000. Since they only cost 1,000, I think we're going to go ahead and put down another constructible house and get started on that. I think the first step, it just requires cement products, which we have. If it needs wood, then I'll just have to wait a day. How much cement products do I have? No, wrong button. I got room for plenty more in here. Alright, let me go ahead and actually put down... It's the wrong button. So here, constructible houses... A big old nice log cabin. We'll just face it. I said 1,000, but must be got some terrain, but we just gotta go ahead and do that. Alright, and what do we need up there for this house here? Wood, wood, and wood. So no cement for this one at all. No surprise. Not sure how exactly I want to do the terraforming around here yet. So I got enough to get this house done. Alright, so we'll leave that there. Oh no, I need... Yeah, we'll leave that trailer there. I need to go back and need to feed the chickens. In Riverbend, you didn't start out on the starting farm. No, I did not. The starting farm on Riverbend is on the west side of the map. I started on the east side. I want to say that was like field 67, where that house is over there. Before the first stream, I logged in. I deleted all the housing that was there and the fencing that was there, and we started there. Bring up the track 7900 and set up the configuration to forestry. Now let's just get up here and hitch up to our trailer first. So at least I remind myself to go feed the chickens. The one house that you put up requires prefab wall. Wait, did I just put up one that requires prefab walls? I don't think so. Oh crap, it does. I thought it was just this one. Ah, it's only these two that don't require prefab walls. Well, I'll have to sell that. So it looks like we're only building two type of houses here. Sorghum. 20,000 liters will do it. All right, you said the MB. Is it in forestry? The Mercedes-Benz track. It's not going to be this one, is it? Don't think it's going to be that one. Is it in the forestry category? Bring up... Well, one way I can do it is just go by... You said the... What did you say? The 7 to 900? And look at the back. So what am I actually looking at then? I kind of forgot what we were talking about. Why am I looking at this tractor again? Configuration at top. Ah, forestry. What's the 8-ton? So I can haul 8 tons. It is a manual. Engine size is a little... How is that going to drag an 8-ton tree well with 85 horse? Can you do that with, like, let's just say this one here. Ooh, I don't think that's an option. So is it just that one? Just that one alone. Wait, how much would that cost here if I were to do that and then do that? We're talking 70 grand. All right, Lisa, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thanks for dropping on in for a bit. Appreciate you being here, and hopefully we'll see you sometime soon. Yeah, I'm just wondering, it's great that it says it can do an 8-ton tree, but the 942 Fent hauling 6 tons, I mean, it does pretty good, honestly. But like when I do the Deutz with a 6-ton, and the Deutz is like a 240 horsepower, it kind of struggles hauling the tree. And being a manual shift, that does not sound the greatest either. Well, it is interesting to see, that's for sure. Well, I just got to double check something here. All right. That's interesting. All right, let's go feed the chickens. Is my workers still plowing up that field? Looks like they are. So we just sold the eggs not long ago. Technically, I think it was in the morning of November. Let's go ahead and move these eggs out of the way and start piling them up. I might sell some more here soon. But of course, we are at the peak time now. Wonder if that will... Yeah, I'll just leave that here for now. I don't think I need it anywhere. I might go ahead and finish up that plowing myself. Where are we at here? Let's go ahead and just visit here for a second. We got plenty of water. We got tons of empty pallets up here. We got ketchup. We got pig food. Organic waste. But yeah, we're starting to get our ketchup and carrots. Let's dismiss our worker here, and I will finish this up. Oh yeah, do I want to put down more corn dryers? I think 2 corn dryers is fine. It's not going to get to the corn that we just harvested at a good rate, but we can do stuff with corn in the vegetable production. I just can't activate it because I need the paper roll factory. So we'll just keep the corn in storage until we get around to it. The corn dryers I'll just keep active. They'll produce what they produce. So as I think it was Jim talking about earlier with this plow, if I were to reverse the plow and have it face backwards, it would still plow the field, but it doesn't slow your tractor down at all. It pretty much bypasses. Not sure exactly. That bug has always been there with this plow. I don't know if it's a bug or set intentionally that way. But yeah, it definitely makes plowing a whole lot easier if you were to reverse it and you can do it top speed. I could probably plow this field at 25 miles an hour if I wanted to. So yeah, we'll have ketchup and boxed carrots, I guess, when we get up in the morning. I'm not quite sure I know exactly when the best time to sell that stuff is yet, because we just put down the vegetable production in October. So I don't think the pricing is going to quite show what it gets per, throughout the entire year when the best time is. The Lizard brand, basically, Jim, is just if Giants does not have a license to a brand name to put into the game, that's where the Lizard manufacturing title comes from. So let's just say, for instance, if I don't know, Chevrolet pickup trucks, if you put those on the mod hub, I think the mods will only be available to PC. They won't be available for like console players because it has to do with licensing terms and all that kind of stuff. So let's just say someone made a Chevrolet pickup truck mod. It'd just be available for PC. If they put no symbols on the truck that represent Chevrolet and just put it as a Lizard brand, then yeah, it just have to be Lizard brand to be on the console version. Cleaning down your back? Well, you haven't cleaned my house yet. I'm waiting. People can't even be polite when wanting something free. Yeah, that's true. I've had a couple of instances of things. Gotta love some of the message I do get. Love working in the field when it gets dark. I haven't worked too much in the dark in 25, especially when I live stream because, well, I mean, it doesn't make for a great viewing. But, you know, maybe I should do a little bit more because of the way the lighting has changed in FS25. I think we've done some, but not a whole lot. Okay, I shouldn't say some. I've probably done very little. Alright, so the production buildings, I just do a double check on them, but I know the sawmill's good, cement production's doing what it's doing. Oh, I gotta sell that, that log cabin because that needs prefab walls. So it's only two types of houses I can build that don't need prefab walls. Hello, Mr. Ulrich. Hope you've been well. Thanks for dropping on in. Now let's get this corn over here. I don't mind the corners not being done. It's not a big concern. Back up to level 34 in farming and supermarket simulator. 40 to 42 customers, but at the moment still have 3 more upgrades to do at the market. You're probably at the size I'm at because I haven't got well, I haven't been back into the game since the last update. So it's been a couple months since I've been in there. But I don't have all the upgrades for the shop either. Turn off those lights. Yeah, let me come over to here. We'll visit. So yeah, this does need prefab walls, which I completely missed. So we are going to sell. I lost $500. Oh no. So that needs prefab. That needs prefab. That needs prefab. That's a shed. So the only 2 houses, constructible houses I can do are these 2. So I guess I'll just... Oh, wait. Which one's that one? That one's that one. So this one would be over here. There we go. And this requires now... Well, same thing. Beams, planks, and long planks. Alright. And yeah, like, I know someone mentioned it. I think it might have been Lindsay. There is a sawmill that does do prefab walls. But you got to get the biggin. Let's see. Where is that? It might be this one here. Yeah, it's a $300,000 sawmill to make prefab walls. And I got this one here. And again, it doesn't really matter. I think I have made all the houses anyways, except for now. Back up to here. The only house I will have not built. We did this one on Riverbend Springs. I did this one on Dark Forest. We did these 2 here. So that just leaves this house here I have not built. Which more looks like a duplex. Yeah, so I think I was just doing a double check on all the factories, make sure we got them all done. Yeah, Crystal, I know you started over to see if you can get more customers, and so far it looks like you're not going to. At least it seems that way. It does seem like we're getting kind of low on wood in the furniture production, but really that's not that bad. Cement production, corn cribs, yeah, whatever. Water. Getting kind of low on manure, but we still got 5 months worth-ish of manure in there. Post office is doing the post office thing. Sawmill is good. Vegetables we are working on. And pallets are getting distributed as we speak. And then, of course, oh, the horses need hay. Telehandler. All right, Jim, enjoy the rest of your day at work as much as one can. I do have manure here I could use in the greenhouse. I said open. Thank you. So we can put it, I don't know what greenhouse is the lowest on manure. I could tag the place and find out. One and two. Is there not in the trigger? This trigger is kind of hard to get to. That ought to do it. There we go. Oh, that was terrible. Swim Shady, hello. Additional trigger mods will give you construction trigger that will allow you to make prefab walls for 5K. Yeah, there are a lot of mods out there. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make everything without buying from like a warehouse, which we don't have here, but that's fine. It kind of fits what I'm trying to do, which is make everything on our own for the most part. Which greenhouse can I tag place? Oh, it's that one right there. So the middle one. Work is a 4-letter word. I'm working right now. Can't complain. Although, like Crystal said, giving away these keys, some people are just rude about on how they go about getting a key. We'll just put enough buckets in just to make sure the greenhouse gets through until winter. Or sorry, through winter and into March. I look forward to be able to use the Mercedes truck and semi-trailer. Got to use a little bit on Tuesday. Alright, so this is, what am I bringing over? Like a quarter, sorry, 2,500, 2,600 per bucket. That's going to look pretty good for this greenhouse for now. All right, let's park this in here. All right, horses are taken care of. The chickens are taken care of. Production buildings are taken care of. Sam, I have not fed Sam. There we go. Sam's fed. So yeah, now that I'm getting ketchup. So ketchup, it says best time to sell is December. And also carrot box. That is also sold in December. Oh, wow. That is looking... How much are carrot boxes going for? $17.50. What is that recipe? That seems a little... Oh, wait. No, carrots. Oh, no, I'm looking right at it. There it is. What's the recipe for that? So 400 carrots is all it takes, along with empty pallets. So basically, for 400 carrots, max price is $2,000. For 1,000 liters of carrots, it's $151. That is a huge increase on carrots. So it only takes 400 carrots to make 1,000 liters. Or did I misread that? I may have misread that. No, that can't be correct, man. No, it's 400 liters to make 350. Yeah, so I'm losing 50 per, so I'm using like 100, 150. So it's like 1,150 carrots. But still, that's a huge increase. And plus, I get organic waste and pig food. What's organic waste selling for? Do I have a place to sell it? Organic waste does not sell for much. Pig food does sell for a decent price. Well, I'll leave it running for a bit. I mean, I still need tons of money for what we're doing here, so... Yeah, we're all fine. December, let's go to 9 o'clock. Let's go outside here. Yep, still dark out. It's going to snow. Yeah, some are posting this in the Discord, just like, give me a key. No, please, or can I have, can I have a key? It says, give me. Give me. What I'm doing is a community collaboration and association bonding. I'm doing a few things, I'll tell you that much. Let's go ahead and see what is good for selling today. Well, look at the ketchup. I got $27,000 worth of ketchup. And I got $60,000 worth of carrots. I mean, that's great, but this vegetable production prices might be a little bit too much. So what else? I need to sell wood chips this month. Yes. Let's see what else we got here that I would like to sell. Poppy is in March. And that is going to be, oh, dry corn is also this month in a way. Where did I leave the Fent? Oh, down here in the fog. Oh, yeah, while I'm down here as well, don't want to forget, move the eggs out of the way. Nope, that pallet is not full yet, so let's leave that one in the trigger. Boy, lights in the fog, not the best. It's like real life driving in the fog with lights on. I cannot see a darn thing. The road is here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Now let me go do a couple things here. One, I'm going to repair the Fent, top it off with some fuel, drop off the grain trailer, and go grab the flatbed. Am I still in the trigger? Probably not. Repair for almost $8,000, which is not bad. I'll repair the trailer too. Hello, Sam. Enjoying winter? Well, I was trying to speed up time so it got nice and bright out, but we are now almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And boy, it didn't get bright at all, did it? Well, what I mean bright, at least daylight enough for December. Alright, got ourselves full of fuel. So I'm just going to go up to the houses that we're building and just double check on the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget by the time I get down there exactly what I need. Fog and snow. So I think this was 1,000 liters of each wood. Beam, planks long, and planks. And this one needs, I do got 1,000 liters of bags and bricks up here. It needs bags. And now it needs 4 more bags. So 4 bags, which we have, and 1 of each wood we will definitely have. Do you ever have to use snow equipment? I did. FS19, when Seasons was a mod, I did use snow equipment. I'm not sure if I used it in FS22. I definitely have not used an FS25. Sorry, I'm kind of having second... I'm thinking that veggie factory might be a little bit too OP. But seeing when I get to doing like peas, green beans, and that kind of stuff, it's going to be expensive to get to that. Let's see, I need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get that tree in there so it's out of my way. And then 1 of each for the other house. I had my spinach and oats in the last couple of days, so that's why we can lift up this heavy stuff. Usually don't stay that long. Yeah, and also, I mean, the only thing you're really doing it in the wintertime, and if you're doing more of a role play kind of a thing, plowing the road. So, like, plowing the road from the farmyard down to the village, as I call it, wouldn't be a bad thing to do. But I would spend more time plowing the road of snow than I would going back and forth to deliver things. I don't know, I think snow plowing in this game is just not for me. Hello, sir. Well, hope you've been well. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Alright, let's get started on the third house. Yeah, also in the meantime, I'm thinking if I'm going to deliver stuff from the vegetable production, I may want to get the flatbed semi-trailer. And that is not too expensive. Low loaders. Okay, it's a little bit more expensive than I thought they were. I think that's the one. I always go for that one there. Yeah, I'll probably go for that one because I already got adjusted for the universal auto load. You can see the box I got adjusted to do it nice and even. Although, is the other trailer longer? Yeah, this one might be longer. Which means I can hold a lot more, but I don't think I'm going to be hauling that much. But for now... Ooh, but boy, that's going to be a lot of pallets, isn't it? How many pallets of those am I going to have? I got almost 15 pallets in storage. I almost got 25 pallets of the carrots in storage. Alright, what I'll probably do is grab... Because I don't have the money to buy the trailer. We'll go grab some. We'll sell it. And that should be able to afford us the low-loading trailer for the semi and start really using our Mercedes a little bit more. A sea of orange. I could delete the fog if I wanted to. I did it last time. At least I can see the lights on the bridge. Let me know where the bridge is. And the spawn point is on the other side. So the boxes don't look anything special. That's our carrots. And that's our ketchup. That is kind of an interesting icon for ketchup. But who am I to judge? Is the price really good for ketchup? I say it is. It's over 2,000. And carrots. I mean, yeah, I think this might be a little bit OP. So I'm not going to go creating a whole bunch of stuff. I think I'll limit myself to maybe making 1 or 2 things at a time in here. But like I said, though, I do need a $525,000 production building to make the paper and carton roll production. I gotta be careful. This will tip over. Well, that's about the best lighting we can get off of the 942. So 15 pallets of ketchup and 33 pallets of carrots. Now, I was making carrots in the greenhouse for the horses. So I think I'll probably stop making carrots over here. Because if I'm actually going to be doing carrots in the vegetables, I should be planting them and harvesting them that way. I didn't know it was going to be producing them as fast as they are and make as much off of them as I didn't really do any research on this vegetable production. So yeah, this seems like it'd be a little bit too much. But ketchup is fine. We can't grow tomatoes in a field. So I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and put this on deactivate. Well, actually, I gotta leave it active for for a little while. Unless we're out of carrots. Where is this one? Carrots distributing. I want to change that to storing. So keep that for the horses. And the horses only. Are we out of carrots? We are out of carrots. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and deactivate that altogether. So right now we'll just keep on making the ketchup. But won't mind making the chili. The chili sauce we can do in the greenhouse, make chilies. So I could activate that one. And that would mean... Is this the one I'm making tomatoes in? It is. So this one here, I will make the chilies active, but we'll turn off the lettuce. And since I'm doing chili peppers and tomatoes over here, we'll activate the chili tomato salad. All right, so with that money, let's go back into low loaders. I'm going to grab... Why is that one 106? Yeah, we definitely don't want that one. Auto load. Boy, it's been a minute since I did this. Forgot how to do this. Design 1, design 2. What's the different designs? Sure, why not? Rotate by at least. There's a way to adjust it, but I forgot, so maybe I'll get the other one. That was like Shift Plus or something. It's been too long. Well, I'll get this one. I'll buy this one, and I'll have to double check on how to do that again. How to change the height. I kind of forgot how to do it. Yeah, we got pig food and organic waste. Stones. Get those in there. And we just brought it up this month, right? Or am I mistaken? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. No, I just brought it up. Okay, so what do we got? I don't want to sell the cement stuff. I sold that. Dry corn. All right, let's grab the dry corn. 43,000 liters. 709, 771. I'm only talking a couple thousand difference here. We'll go sell that now. And I think that's all I really have to sell until springtime. Ooh, mustard. Oh, the mustard price is going down. Let's get... I forgot about mustard. Let's grab the mustard. Now he's got to find mustard on the list. Somewhere, mustard, anywhere. Did I go buy it? There it is. I'll cover that up. Finally finished that contract, Miles. Seems like you've been at it for a while. The Mercedes-Benz 7900 will not pull an oak tree. Oh, road's over here. Winch cables are way longer than the one you have. Well, it's not the length of the cable that matters. It's what it can... It's what the amount of weight it can haul. So, I mean, if I read that correctly, I thought it said the cables can haul 8 ton. Wait, 8 ton. No, the winch I use is an 8.6 ton. So yeah, definitely a lot faster getting back and forth from the farmyard to the village here with the Mercedes-Benz truck and semi-trailer. I mean, we didn't have a whole lot of mustard here, but when it comes time to selling the poppy, where I'm going to have a whole load, it's going to come in handy. Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out how a tractor like that, if the Deutz struggles with its 240 horsepower, if that Deutz struggles with not even 8 tons I'm hauling, I don't know how that Mercedes-Benz at 100 horse is going to haul that kind of weight. So dry corn got to load up from the corn cribs. Dry corn. Did it take it out of the other crib as well? No, it appears like it did not. Well, I may not place this one in the best spot. The backup lights seem better than the headlights on the truck. Alright, so that should be all the dry corn. Yep, we got all the dry corn in the truck. 712, 771. I mean, it's dark anyways. I might as well fast forward it until the price might be a little bit better. To be fair, the oaks are listed for wood chipping and not sawmill. Is there a listing for it when you plant them that says they're for wood chipping or for sawmill? I never noticed that myself. Not that I was looking. We were just all like, what trees give us the most? All right, what's that price of that corn? Because I was speeding up time. 734. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. Heck with it. I think I'm going to be at the point now with this vegetable production. I don't need a min-max on some of this stuff. So for right now, what I got to do is we're going to leave our grain trailer here. Go grab our low loader for the semi, and we'll grab the rest of the carrots and ketchup. Don't know how many more pallets we got of carrots and ketchup, but we'll grab it. Pig food is about as high price you saw. Makes sense. December/January seems like everything is at its high price. But is this all that's left? Did I come all the way up here for 3 pallets? I think I did. Alright, I'm not going to make a trip down with this to sell those 3 pallets. So for now, I'm just going to park this here. Let's go grab the grain trailer. Get that back up here. We'll see how much pig food we got. And see if that's worth bringing on down. I feel like I'm on top of the steering wheel in this truck. Well, a little bit of lag. I can't see a darn thing backing up though. Let's see. Also, organic waste. I was going to check, and I kind of forgot. I mentioned last stream, organic waste. If there was a silo for organic waste to compact it and make it into... I think it was Western Australia in 22 where I had organic waste. I think it was the orchard production. And there was a silo that could compact it. How much pig food do we have here? I mean, we only got like 5,000 liters, so it's not like a whole lot. The oats we keep for the horses. Sorghum we keep for the chickens and horses. Some flour will may be sold. I may make some sunflower oil. I'm not too sure, but seeing about how this vegetable production goes and the money. Oh, wood chips. I was right down there for the wood chips. All right, so maybe I'm okay. Got to sell the wood chips. Again, corn. We're keeping the corn just for now, making it into dry corn. All right, might as well grab the pig food, I guess. And then we'll grab the wood chips. And then we'll get into January. Probably skip January completely as much as I can. We'll skip February as much as we can. So once again, I got one more Farming Simulator 25 key to give away. So for PC. So if you have a PC or a Mac and you don't have Farming Simulator 25 and would like a key, I got one key left. Message me on, DM me on Discord, and if you were the first one to message me, once I haven't checked because I'm streaming, of course. But once I get done streaming, I'll check who has message, and the first one on timestamp will get the key. So all right, wood chips. Let's not run into the sawmill with your Mercedes. Let's get over here. But does it say that in the store page that that tree is dedicated for wood chips? I think you need to click on this. I don't see where it says it in game, but whatever. Everything goes to the farmer's market. On the in-game help menu. Who reads the in-game help menu? That that should be called the somewhat helpful in-game menu. Yeah, as far as the game is concerned, though, because it's just classified as wood. And that's what the sawmill takes. So it's kind of weird that they put that in the help menu. Like, these trees are for this and those trees are for that. But yet they don't separate the category that they're for. Alright, we're just going to park the Mercedes right in the middle of the farmyard because that's what I do. Alright, I had enough of December. I've had enough of December. The in-game help menu is better than you give it credit for. I give it no credit. I give it 0 credit. Alright, so yeah, we stop. We have some carrots left over, but not a whole lot. Carrot boxes, I should say. How do we got on? We got $23,000 of ketchup already. And then the other one's going to be chili. Do I not have... Did we not make it? Wait, did I not activate that stuff? Wait, what am I missing? We got water. Did I not put the chili peppers on distribute here? They're on storing. Alright, distribute those mother truckers. They're going to be... Alright, I need to grab my flatbed and deliver those chili peppers. And we'll grab... Okay, I'm not close enough. And we'll just slide these over. I'll go sell these. And then when I come back, we'll grab the chili peppers at the greenhouse. I had them on storing, not distribute. And we'll put that into the veggies. Hello, Jay. Don't think seeing you in today, but welcome. Hope you have a good Thursday. Chilling on the Alma, Missouri map. I am currently chilling on New Hope because it's 26 degrees and we got snow on the ground. But it's nice to just zip back and forth. Oh, that's wrong sell point. Alright, doesn't want to turn in the snow that well. So we're almost up to 200 grand, which sounds nice. But I got millions of dollars to spend and $1 million to pay back. Things that you have shown me are things that you learned on the help menu. Things I didn't know. So what does that tell you? It tells me I don't take the time to read because I don't care about the help menu. What I have said is, before, the help menu sometimes isn't clear on things. So, as for like a new player, as you say, like oak trees are meant for wood chips, well, if you're a new player coming to FS25 and read that, it's like, oh, so oak trees I can't put into a sawmill. That's the way a new player is going to read it. And also, you try to show me the Mercedes-Benz, like, hey, do this tractor because it'll haul it around. Then you're like, okay, well, I guess it won't haul an oak tree. It doesn't. Now, if the help menu showed you that, it says, oh, it'll haul this. I don't see how it would. They just need to be more clear in the help menu about things. Alright, chili peppers are in. So, yeah, my sawmill might be getting low on... Okay, no, it's actually got plenty in there. Pallets, we've probably got plenty of pallets at this point. Yeah, we're full on pallets. So sawmill is good. Good. Corn crib, cement factory, carpentry. Carpentry is getting low on wood, but I got a lot of furniture. And I know the houses that we're building, I would like to get to the houses, but with snow on the ground, probably not. Oh, the chickens. I think the chickens will be fine. Yeah, the chickens are fine. Oh, I do need to move their eggs, though. Okay, so, yeah, January, I think... Oh, I was going to check the sale page. Just in case. No, nothing that we need. Sam was in the pool, and I missed it. I think Sam's in the pool again. No, come on, Sam. Do the doggy paddle. No. There he goes. Sam, it's flipping January, and it's 27 degrees out, and you're diving into the pool. Well, you are a yellow lab, so that does make sense. Yeah, but in case I did make a short on it. I think we saw it on Riverview, where we saw Sam doggy paddling in water before. And you're also kind of sitting through the wood as well. I'm probably walking through the wood. Alright, to February we go. Yeah, the Mercedes-Benz DLC works just fine. Sam is still swimming. The snow is gone, which is nice. A 6R. We got a soil sampler. I don't do stones in a 6R. We got to look at the price of poppy, because we're getting close to poppy time. 996, 132. I think we sell the poppy. Yeah, it's not going to get that much better. Yeah, but getting back to the help menu is okay, but it's also not. It's not clear on things. Hello, Ronnie and Lars. Welcome. Hope you guys are both having a good Thursday so far. Let's find. Whoop, there's the poppy. And I can take this in one trip. Production is a part of farming. For the most part, yes. Some farms where I live, they do produce their own milk and make their own cheese with the milk. Some farms up here also grow corn and do different types of popcorn with it. And sell it as popcorn, not just corn. But for the most part, yeah, most farmers are not going to do the productions, but there are farms around where I live up here in Vermont that do that. They'll make their own cheese and sell it from their dairy cows and such. I think the only reason why it's an FS25 is because when productions came out in FS15 as a mod, a lot of people use them, and if people want it, Giants is going to probably put it into the game. So yeah, the money's going up, but you know, I gotta save money to buy some stuff. So it's not like we're just sitting on it. We're trying to accumulate enough money to buy stuff. And everything we got left is expensive. Expensive. Expensive, expensive. But it's nice having this Mercedes-Benz semi on the farm now. Quick work back and forth. We'll have a look at see what our houses need over there for building. No, but productions for mods on were available on PC way back in FS15. The first production back mod I did, I was making sugar, I was making bread, I was making vodka, butter, syrup, whole bunch of stuff. I kind of forgot where I left all my equipment. Is the fence? Oh yeah, the fence is already down here. Okay, so the fence down here. So we will grab what we need with that. So this house here needs what? 10 cement bags. Well, we probably have that. 10 cement bags. 1,000 liters of brick. Well, guess what? Hello. So 2 and 2 on planks. Yeah, and I already forgot. 2 and 2 on planks. And 10 bags. Alright. The map is called New Hope. We are playing on the map New Hope. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Also, while I'm here, keep up on the stones. This map is on the Giants mod hub. I'm not playing on the most recent patch of New Hope because it would require a new save. So some things may look different if you download it. Well, I mean, a lot of things will look different because I've got like 80 hours on this map. Let's grab this one that's off kilter a bit. And then we need 2 planks. Well, that's kind of the good thing about Farming Simulator, Ronnie, is we have the options, so everyone can play the game as they see, as they like. But yeah, they introduced productions. I think for base game, maybe they should have just stuck to some of the usual stuff. But I mean, I also can understand their point of view is if they're going to introduce some productions, why not do the ones that you could do? I don't know many farmers, like you said, are going to raise sheep to make fabric, to make clothing, but there we are. But like I said, I do got 2 dairy farms up near where I'm at, where they do have dairy cow and they do make their own cheese and whatnot. Oh wait, this one here wants the bags. Wait, right? No, this is the... Oh, wrong one. This was the one that wants the planks and stuff. Swim Shady, thank you for becoming a channel member. And also, Ronnie, thanks for rejoining as one. Appreciate you both. Very generous of you to become channel members or returning as a channel member. Like I always say, you get additional emotes in chat if you like to use them, which no one ever really does. And trailers stay there. And you get early access to videos I do post. Alright, cement bags are in. Any mod you need for this map? Nope. No mods whatsoever. A series with no productions, I dare ya. When I get to a small map, which, like I said, I'd like to do after whichever series ends first, New Hope or Shamburgo. I want to find a small map, do a small farm. I will do no productions, and if I do animals, it's going to be small. It'll be like a thing of like 20 chickens and maybe 10 cows, but I'll probably do something like that. I was thinking about doing something, and I forgot what I was going to do. Check on the animals. Chickens and roosters are fine. Did I clean out their eggs this month? It's a problem when you go through the months quick. No, I did not. So put those aside. The horses should be okay. Oh, the horses, though. Yeah, I probably should move those horses now before I forget, because they need to reproduce, but we don't have any room in our stable for offspring, so I need to move those horses. So I got to put them in the open stable area, and when they have their youngins, we take the youngins and put them back into this stable, and they will stay into this stable, and I'll sell them when they reach their max price. We are missing wood in the furniture production, but that's fine. Empty pallets, don't care that much about because we got a whole bunch. We got 250, that's full. How many do we got in here? 396 liters, so that's fine. Vegetables are doing their thing. Sawmill is fine for another, it may be out by next month, but that's okay. That's fine. Corn crib, don't care. Cement productions. And carpentry out of wood, like I said, don't care about. So, yeah, move the horses is what I got to do. And also, just don't move the horses. Do they have feed in that one? They do, but not a whole lot. But Jason, this map does have some modded crops, but you don't have to download anything. It'll be part of the map. You can do mustard, poppy, millet, rye, and there might be another one there. Oh, no. Is it lavender? No, it's not lavender. But no, you don't have to download any mods that I'm aware of. I don't remember downloading any. Yeah, but like I was saying, the next map I want to play on would be a small map, but it's kind of hard to find those. Like in FS25, Solyndra was a nice, quaint, small map. But that was like a year and a half into FS25. Most of the maps people are coming out with are always the 4 times or their large size because a lot of people like to play co-op and all that. So trying to find a small map to play on. I mean, I guess I could just find a map to play on and just do a small farm. I could do that. So, Rocky, you need to be loaded in the trailer. And actually, the horses behind them are starting to reproduce as well, so might be a good year for horses. All right, make sure these are all the ones that are worth 11,000. That means I loaded the correct ones, which I have. Still kind of disappointed that for some reason on the horses, when they have their offspring, we don't get the different growth stages, the models for horses. We don't have them as colts and adolescents and then full-grown horses. Alright, so those horses are ready to have offspring. They're in this stable now. And I think I'll grab the grain trailer, load up with some oats, and top them off. No, that doesn't go in there. Alone in the World 2K dropped the other day. It's very different from the last and smaller. Saw that, but the thing is, I'm not looking for a map currently. I would like to, you know, keep a couple of maps in mind, because Shamburgo I'm not anywhere near being done with, and this one I don't have any plans anytime soon to end this series either. Alright, oats. Wait, did I just see... Yeah, lavender is on this map. You can do lavender here. So many things to go through now. Wait, I went past it. There we go. Yeah, I can't say those two name maps. They're by the same mod. Geez, I can't speak all of a sudden. Well, never could. They're by the same modder, if I remember correctly, right? Or am I probably got that wrong? Wasn't I looking at one of those maps to go to a long time ago? I think when I was going to Riverview, wasn't that? Actually, I just found a list that we voted on. I was either going to go to Calmlands, Riverview, The Memory, or Palenque. So Palenque was on one of the maps I was going to go to. So yeah, I'm looking for like a smallish map. If you weren't here in FS22, I did a... I'm not saying I was the first one to do it, but now I see a whole bunch of them out there. But I I didn't say a 200 horsepower challenge. I just said I can't use anything over 200 horsepower. I don't like using challenges in my titles or survival. I think those words in Farm Sim are just overused. Alright, horses are fed. Everyone's fed. I think I'm just... Even though this February month is looking pretty good, I'm pretty much done with a month altogether, I think. Watch out for my soil sampler. This could use some fuel. And we may swap out some of our tractors. Not the Big Roy. The Big Roy's got to stay. But the 942, I may swap that out for a 1050 at some point. Alright, so I just took care of the horses. We topped off the feed trough in the small stable. I say small, they both hold 16. But it's not like the riding stable. They don't have root crop, but their health is still 100%, so they're fine. And the chickens are fine. And productions we just had to look at as well. So, yeah, nothing we're looking for there. The reason why I keep checking when I'm trying to save up money to put down the paper production and whatnot, if one of the pea, green bean, or spinach harvesters come up for sale, that's the best time to buy, and I almost have enough money to do so. Let me just double check my stock market page. Sunflower. We're going to go sell the sunflower, because I'm not going to make that into oil, I don't think. Let's sell the sunflower. Yeah, sunflower just means another production where I got to make oil to put into the vegetable production, which we're making stuff in, and the prices do seem a little bit too good. So we're just going to go ahead and sell this straight up. Lipiniki also has 13 modded crops added. Well, when I get close to being done in New Hope, I would think New Hope would finish before Shamburgo, because Shamburgo, 2 episodes a week, I'm only doing about 3 hours on the map per week. New Hope, if I stream it twice a week, I'm doing about 8 hours on this map. So I would think New Hope would finish before Shamburgo. So when I finish near the end of this series on New Hope, we'll put maybe I'll put a vote up again for going to another smaller map. And it won't, you know, if I plow a field, it won't be with the plow that we got. It'll be with a base game plow. So, yeah, I want to stick to like some smaller stuff. Maybe even have stones activated. Because if the fields are small, then a stone picking won't be too bad. So again, last time I'm going to say it for today, I got one more Farming Simulator 25 base game PC/Mac key to give away. If you don't have the game and you play on PC and you would like a key, I got one more to give away. Message me on Discord. Link in the description will get you to my Discord channel. You can message me there. I got one more key to give away. I haven't checked pretty much since the stream started. And, yeah, I'll see, you know, you might be the lucky winner of a key that's worth basically like 80 bucks. Because it's not just the base game, you also get the Season 1 pass along with it. So message me on Discord if you want a PC key for Farming Simulator 25 along with the Year 1 pass. And hopefully it's the last time I have to say it. Because I don't want to be saying it again in another stream for a long time. So, we have officially made it through the winter months now because I have nothing else to do for the winter. And March means time to start replanting. It comes down to, though, what do I want to plant this year? It's not the page what I want. I want to do that. And yep, you can see the horsies. We share the fence. Even Sam's checking out the horses. All right, gonna wiggle in here. And now we gotta wake up at 8. I mean, I could wake up at 9. For the time scale easy play out, we should get everything done. The hot air balloon just appeared out of nowhere. Sale page. Oh, that's an interesting thing. I bet you that can haul the oak trees in one go. Although, I bet you that... I don't know how... I never used this in FS. Maybe I used something like it back in FS15. But I'm guessing the trees will just keep sliding out the back of that. But no, I'm not going to purchase anything like that. And don't need anything else. I'm not doing sugar cane either. And we got rain to start off things. So chickens, horses. So next month we'll have some offspring. And when they are born next month, we'll take them out of this stable, put them into that stable. But that'll be next month. We got a lot of work to do in this month right here. But I think that is where I am going to probably wrap it up for today. I'm just checking on something here. All right then. So I guess I won't be doing that. So I did mention about the Farming Simulator 25 key, like I said earlier. I will get to the winner in a little while. Like I said, I got to end the stream first off. So yeah, I appreciate everyone. Whoop, wait, got to make sure I get the right screen up so I can make sure everything is working the way it should. There we go. Yeah, so I mentioned about the Farming Simulator 25 key. I see I got a lot of messages, so... hopefully I can give away the key. I can be done with that for a while. I'm sure some of you are tired of hearing me that I got keys to give away. Tomorrow, I think I'll be back onto Roadcraft. Back on the contamination map. I think we're just only halfway done with it, so hopefully tomorrow we can do a little bit better. As for when I'll be back on here in New Hope, probably Tuesday, next Tuesday, you will have that, so... yeah, that's the next time we'll be streaming Farm Sim anyways. Appreciate everyone being here for some farming on New Hope on a wonderful Thursday. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow Roadcraft is what I'll be doing. Anyways, I'm going to jump out of here. Appreciate everyone being here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a good Friday. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow on Roadcraft. But until then, have a good one.